Bun găsit din studioul Business Days TV, sunt Laura Dragomir, alături de mine Didier Varlo, este vicepreședinte dezvoltare la Enviso. Bun găsit, mulțumesc foarte mult, știu că cunoașteți câteva cuvinte sau de fapt v-ați putea vorbi și în română.
Bună ziua!
Foarte bine, but we'll speak in English, okay?
Okay, perfect
if you
for
don't
me.
mind. So
Easier for me.
Yeah, great. For the beginning, let's start and ask you to describe business in digital era.
Business in?
Digital era.
Ah, digital era.
Yeah.
Well,
Because you know very well the business from the beginning, let's say.
Yeah, well, for me, the digital era bring chaotic business. Because, not chaotic in a bad way, it's chaotic because it brings many opportunities, many ways of getting information, and many ways of treating information, interacting with people. I think that we are seeing now a lot of different solutions. Someone emerging now, some other being more stable, but I think that the way we make business even now is so different from how we made 20 years ago, but it is also very different of what it will be in 10 years. And this brings a risk because people are relying on technologies and ways of doing business that may disappear like that.
Really?
Before, yeah, it's... For example, I give you a very simple example.
Please.
In financial, we see more and more people engaging with their client through instant messaging. This means WhatsApp, iMessage, SMS.
And it's a bad?
It's a very good thing. On 3rd of January, appeared a new regulation in Europe called MiFID II that imposes that you register and you keep on a certain way, with way of searching, with security, all your interaction with your client. But most of the instant messaging doesn't allow this. You cannot do that with WhatsApp or with Facebook Messenger.
True.
So this means that suddenly all this way of engaging, either you are not compliant with the law, either you stop. And the company will have to adapt. And the clock is already ticking. It's 3rd of January of next year.
This is the magic word, to adapt,
Well,
innovate.
Before we thought that companies have to resist to disaster or to bad event. In fact, now you have to also to adapt to new event or to change. Change is here and will remain. Change is the only constant, if you allow me. It will be the only thing that always we will change. We will have to adapt. There will be new regulation because new technologies and new product and new service means a hole in our regulation and a hole in the protection of the consumer. So new regulation arrive and we have to adapt. It will be more and more some kind of Far West when we will see a lot of frauds. This is usual anyway. In every new business there are people who try to take advantage of the customer, but more and more value also brought and genuinely brought to the customer.
Tell me about the risks.
Well, you know, every time you wake up, you have risk. You can have an accident of car, you can have an earthquake. Here we are in a city that is subject to that. You can have a lot of things. Risk for me is not a negative thing. When I began to do business long time ago, we say that risk is also an opportunity. I would say that no, we should consider as risk also change, new regulation, new kind of product, competition, which are good in themselves, but they are risk. And most of the risk is that the customer doesn't understand the change and adapt to the change slower than what we would expect.
Tell me about Enviso.
So Enviso is a company of service, of consultancy and training that is that trained a big part of the Six Sigma quality people in Romania. Really, it was one of the first one, and in fact, the founder of the company was the first black belt in Romania, and go on training these kind of people. But we also enlarge our service, covering what is business continuity, resilience, risk management.
Okay, let's explain, and please give us
Yeah.
examples. You say business continuity.
Business,
Define business
so
continuity and develop this idea.
business continuity are systems that will allow a company, in case of a disaster, to recover from that disaster. It goes back to business as usual. This is a part of what I call resilience. Resilience, and in fact we have a new ISO standard about resilience now that appeared this year. Resilience encompasses business continuity, disaster recovery, but also adaptation to change and to new regulation, etc. So it's a system integrating all the other system that we had previously that allows the company to adapt to an ever-changing environment. For example, before you were certified ISO 9001,
Yes.
and it become this company is of quality because they have ISO 9001. But today is not enough. You must be ISO 9001. You must be ISO 14000, which is environmental compliant. You must be all that, and all that must be in one single system. I saw so many companies having one system for quality, one system for environment, one system for risk, one system for management of people. No, it should be one system that is compliant with everything. This is much more complicated than before, much more complex, but much more rewarding because you are coherent, you are resistant, strong, and the companies that manage to do that really will succeed.
The companies are open to understand and to apply this kind of system?
They are beginning.
Okay.
They are beginning, and let's say most of them don't have the choice. What we see now happening is, for example, insurance companies want their client to have a business continuity system. If they have, the premium will be lower. Regulation, like the one I told MiFID II, impose financial company acting in financial market to have a business continuity plan. Banks must have one. Insurance must have one.
And they have?
Well,
Or only
let's
few
say,
of-
let me put you one question.
Okay.
If we have a major earthquake tomorrow,
Yeah.
do you really think that you will be able, in Cluj, for example, to go to an ATM and take money from your account? Me personally, I doubt. So, from what I know, companies are not ready. But this is coming from a bias which is totally human. Maybe you heard that this year we had the Nobel Prize about behavior economics.
This is a big, unsatisfaction because the award for economy was for psychologists because it is a psychology in everything finally.
Yes, in fact, is the behavior of the investor impacts the price of the securities.
Yeah.
But you have the same thing in management. You have, for example, the magic thinking. Oh, if there is an earthquake in Romania, ISO will save us. This is wishful thinking, magic thinking. We all know that ISO will make whatever they can, but they will not save us. We will have to save us ourselves. Or you have optimism. It happens so not often, so I don't have risk. Or the personal traction. I mean, I succeed once, I will succeed every time. But all those biases that are totally human increase our risk because decrease the perception of risk and consequence. And there is one that I fully share the view of Barack Obama that he gave when he gave his conference in France, which is very dangerous, is cognitive dissonance, a very big word for a very simple thing. No, when you go to Facebook, you like a video of cat, and suddenly you see only videos of cats. But does it mean that there is no more dogs? No, but you are presented with information that confirm what you expect, and you don't see anymore the big picture. And this makes that many managers of companies are only presented to information that confirm what they want and what they believe, what they want to hear, and don't see anymore the big picture. And this, for me, is a main risk in business.
Risk and huge
Because
mistake, finally.
Yeah, they will not see the change coming. They will not see the iceberg, you know, the Titanic.
Yes,
they will not see the iceberg.
everybody give this the Titanic example, but it's a very strong example, yes, because you have to be prepared for the future, and you have to train your mind and to have a large view can understand what will happen and to prepare now in present.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you very much, sir, for your information
Thank
and
you
for
to
your
receive me.
presence in this studio. De aici, din studioul Business Day SV, vă mulțumim foarte mult că ne-ați urmărit. Sunt Laura Dragomir. Cu bine!